How's it going, Dayton Comic Book Investments? So, got some stuff back from not only CGC, but CBCS as well. As you guys know or may not know, I'm doing kind of a test with CBCS and testing out some books, seeing how they grade, seeing how well they sell compared to CGC, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm working with them directly. So I have a coupon code, where you can get 15% off your entire order. It's in the description, the promo code. It's video 15 off. I'll have a little bar down below as well, letting you know. Just use that when you're filling out. It has to be for priority service. So when you're filling out your order, just put in that code, you get 15% off. Doesn't matter if you're a new customer, old customer, whatever. Just use that promo code and you'll be able to use it. It's a limited time, so it's not like permanent, but use the promo code. Okay, let's get into it. Got some stuff back. Now you might, if you see my previous video, you've probably seen these books, but these now have the prices on them. So I'm letting you guys know the prices. I got more CBCS coming in as well. What's this? Number 8, Justice League number 8. Thought this is a 7.580. Got the 7.5. And again, these comics are, all these comics are graded not only by me, but also my brother. So we kind of like pick kind of like the average of us. This is $1.99. Let me see if I can do this. Next we got is Justice League 11. Let's see if I can get this a little better. Where's a good spot? Right, I think back here. Right there. Okay. Justice League 11, thought it'd be a 7, got a 7.5. $1.89. Now I'm pretty much pricing these as if they were about a CGC book. If this was like a CGC book, like this one, number 20 and a 9.2, I'm pricing it just like I would a CGC. So we'll see how they do. Came back greater, wanted $3.79. Spider-Man 54. I thought it was a 7.5, got a 6.5, 109. Now, being a whole grade down is not uncommon. Like that happens with CGC as well. But like I always say, I look at them over. Like I'll look at this one. Maybe not a 7.5, but I could see this getting a 7, no problem. But again, it's not really worth it to send it back in. All right, Marvel Superheroes. Number 18, first appearance of, man, so much glare today. Not sure why. First appearance, Guardians. Thought it'd be a 5.0, got a 4.0, 139. Yeah, this definitely should be a 5.0, not a 4.0. That's really low of a grade. But it's not really worth it. I think the price difference, it goes from 139 to like 179-ish. So it's like a $40 bump, but to resend this in, it's going to cost me the same price. So not really worth it. Justice League 29. Thought it'd be a 6.0, got a 5.5, 109. I did have a Justice League, I can't remember the number now, like 14 or something like that. And that one already sold. So I'm not showing it here. So yeah, sold pretty quick. All right. These still glare. Okay. Spider-Man 200, thought it'd be a 9.4, got a 9.6, 139. I believe that was newsstand edition. CGC is now putting newsstand edition, which is that little UPTC at the bottom. 201, thought it'd be 9.4, got 9.4, 129. I got a whole bunch of other Spider-Man in CGC as well. So like I said, this is not everything I get in for the week. This is just some stuff I'm showcasing. I literally got like Spider-Man like 150 something all the way up to like 200 and something. And I'm not going to like showcase every single book. I just want to pick out a few. 210, was this 210? Okay, first Madam Web, thought it'd be 9.0, got a 9.0, 159. Newsstand edition. Although it doesn't really matter in a 9.0. That doesn't matter. Here we go. Got 211. 211, $1.99. This book used to be worth a lot more when Submariner was something to write home about, but not so much anymore. Who knows what's going on in the MCU? Pretty much they're going to have to go back to the drawing board and can't just get this glare right. Oh well. Spider-Man 212, this first Hydro Man, right? Yep. 9.4. I thought it was a 9.4, got a 9.6, so that's good. $9.99. Or sorry, $99. Got A Force 1 Hughes variant. These I got in, so I didn't send these off. $89. Hope you guys have been having a good holiday. I've been families in town. Been really busy. And also the auction was ending, so a lot of work there. Haven't been able to upload as many videos as I'd hoped. But yeah. Conan number 1 and 3.5, $179. Let me get this. First, Franklin Richards and Annihilus. Yeah, birth of Franklin Richards. So I guess this is his first appearance. Well, I guess, when is it really? Because is it when Sue Storm is pregnant? Or was it when he's born? What is his true first appearance? We won't know. I guess that's a question. When did they announce that she got pregnant? And what issue? They had to announce it at some point. I mean, I don't think they literally went from one issue, she's totally fine, next issue, she's giving birth. I really don't know, to be honest. And first appearance in Annihilus. 8.0, $4.99. This book used to be a lot more expensive than that. Here we go. G.I. Joe number 155. Pinup by Neil Adams. This is the last issue. So the reason why this one's going to be expensive for 9.8 is $7.29 is because usually at the end of a series that's about to get canceled, it usually doesn't go like they're hitting gangbuster numbers of, you know, sales and then boom, just canceled. That's not usually how it happens unless there's some like rights issue or something. But usually it's just like slowly selling less and less and less and less and less, which means the print runs are getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And eventually they're like, okay, we're going to cancel this. And like, what issue we're going to cancel it? Okay, 155. They usually give like, you know, a couple months notice. So they'll usually do a couple issues knowing that it's going to be canceled. And especially during this time, this is in the 90s, obviously. So it's a lot different back in the old days. In the old days, like Hulk, like the reason why Hulk only lasted 6 issues is because you'd have to send them out. And then back then, the distributors, or if you had like a newspaper stand and you sold comics, you could tear off the top labels, send it back to the distributors. Distributor sends it back to like Marvel, and they give you like a discount. Like, oh, I didn't sell these. So instead of sending the whole book back, you just tear off the label. You could still sell the book without the label, and you'd send it in because it's a lot easier to send that than a whole comic book. And you get a little bit of your money back if they sold for like 10 cents. I don't know, maybe you picked them up for 5 and you got like 3 cents back. I don't know what it was exactly. But that took months and months for Marvel to figure out what books were selling and what weren't. So by the time, say, issue 4 was coming out with a Hulk, they're like, and they also do it ahead of time. They're not like, all right, we're going to release a Hulk issue in a week. Let's do it one. No, they're already done. They're already like drawn and everything months in advance. So by the time they got that, they're like, oh, Hulk's not selling. Well, let's cancel it. So that's why it took up until issue 6. But during the 90s, they knew that stuff like way ahead of time, how it was selling. Probably that issue. Like, how'd that issue sell last month? Oh, it sold, terribly. Okay, well, let's cancel it. So $7.29. This is Horrors of War, but it's actually this Horrors number 12. $2.49. Miss Marvel number 13. $69. And then we got is X-Men 94. Second appearance of the new X-Men, which would be Nightcrawler, Storm, Thunderbird, and Colossus. Sunfire leaves. Oh, poor Sunfire. Man, maybe it's a little bit. $5.49. That's pretty much it. Again, use the promo code for CBCS submissions if you're going to submit. And